Chapter 2. Sammy stared at Charles. Charles stared at Sammy. There was no ghost, but a tiny keel brown puppy crying and howling for attention. Arr! I'm so lonely. Will somebody please play with me? Ow! The puppy threw his head back and howled even louder when he saw what Sammy and Charles. How could such a big sound come out of such a little puppy? I can't take it, Sammy said, placing his hands over his ears. But Sammy, look at the poor little guy, Charles said. He ran down the porch and ran right across into the next door neighbor's yard. He covered the driveway and kneeled to the puppy. The tiny dog looked at him with soft brown eyes. He held one paw up. Charles felt his heart melt. What was this cute little guy doing out here by himself? Charles! What are you up to? Sammy was still standing on the porch. Sammy, he needs our help! The puppy was tied onto a long rope. And the rope was tangled around a bicycle, a lawnmower, and a snowblower. The puppy could hardly move. There was a bowl of water by the door, but the puppy couldn't get to it. He hasn't drank for weeks and has been dehydrated. Before Charles untangled the rope, he reached out a hand for the puppy to smell. You can trust me, little pup, he said softly. Okay? Lizzie, Charles' older sister, knows everything about dogs. She taught Charles to be careful that it was always smart to be careful around a dog you didn't hurt, especially if their owners and there's one around, whenever it was okay to pat the dog or not. Some dogs are friendly, but some aren't. Sometimes even a nice dog, like my dog Nala, will bite somebody when they get scared. Charles really wanted to help this dog, but first he had to make sure it wouldn't hurt him. The dog raised his head to sniff Charles' hand. His long, floppy ears hung down, giving him a sad hangdog look. He had a shiny black nose and a sweet brown and white face with black markings. His legs and round puppy belly were white. His back was brown and black. He's almost as cute as Buddy been at his age. I think I like this boy. Maybe he'll pat me if I let him know he's alright. I could sure use a pat or two. I could use a hug. I could use a friend. The puppy whipped Charles' hands when Charles gave him a head pat in return. His little brown and white tail wagged so hard that it thumped against the garage wall. Oh my gosh! He's a beagle puppy! By now, Sammy had joined Charles in the garage. He patted the puppy. My Uncle Jim has beagles. They're super smart and funny. Now that I think of it, they howl like that sometimes just for fun. Someone tells me this little guy is not howling for fun. Charles is busy untangling the rope. Can you imagine getting tied up here by yourself? Charles pulled the rope free and gave the puppy a pat. Here you go, pal. Oh! Yay! Hooray! Roar! It feels good to move around again. I'm gonna jump right up on this boy and lick his face. He'll know for sure that means thank you. Woo! The boys laughed and the puppy pranced around howling and then put his paws on Charles' shoulders and licked his face all over. Then Sammy and Charles watched the puppy run over to his water ball. He lapped up every last drop. He sat down. down and looked at him, tilting his head expectantly if he wanted more. Water dripped off his droopy ears, which dangled into the bowl while he was drinking. Charles picked up the ball, took it to a faucet he noticed on the side of the garage. After he filled water, he brought the ball and placed it back to its place near a pile of dirty blankets, where he guessed that was the puppy's bed. Hey, look! There's a little sign here by his balls. It says Patches. I guess that's his name. The sign was scribbled in crude-looking red. Hang on. Patches! Sammy tried calling. Here, boy! Here, puppy! Here, cutie! The puppy turned over and towards Sammy with his mouth wide open. His pink tongue was sticking out, his floppy ears playing. Now that the rope was untangled, he could run all over the garage and even out to the driveway. A new friend! Yay! Woo! Woo! Patches howled with joy as he climbed into Sammy's arm. Sammy rolled over laughing and stared. Excuse me. Here, Patches! Charles called. The puppy galloped over and started licking his face. Charles cracked up. That made the puppy laugh even licking me more. Stop! Yelled Charles. You're tickling me. Shh, Sammy said, looking over at the house. What if somebody's home? Nobody's home, said Charles. And if they were here, they'd probably have not heard him crying and let him in. He played some more Patches and scratched him behind the ears. Buddy always seemed to like being scratched there. Patches seemed to like it too. I would never tie Buddy outside like this. Charles felt so sorry for the lonely little pup. It's so mean. Dogs want to be with people, not by themselves. Goldie and Rufus would hate being tied up, Sammy said. It's not fair. It should be against the law. Charles, wait. Maybe it is against the law. Maybe we should tell someone about this puppy. Someone who can tell him if his owners are treating him right. Like who? Sammy asked. Like Lizzie, Charles said.